to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Mayfield on play action. On the move to his left. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
First down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
To throw, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Coleman. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball. And now
a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coleman will try up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balazs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. No score after one on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tevin Coleman. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They run. It's Williams. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Mayfield on first down. And that going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A gain of 3, second down. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
31's the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready. 31's the mic. Ain't no such thing.
Throwing, Mayfield. Rolling to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Play action. Now Wilson steps away. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And going right back to Hamler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards remain on second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to, and the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On second down, Mayfield again. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Johnny Hekker now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Green 80.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Josh Jones there to get him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They run it with Balaj. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Balaj. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They try the left side here with Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They run. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now Williams running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Slant. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run here with Balazs. Brought down at the 20.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll try and run it up the middle, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On second down, Williams. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender and work to the defense's advantage on that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Out to his left. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 51 yards. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
85 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Again, it's Village. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run with Village. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Finding Sutton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Wilson to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Carolina, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Madden God. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.